Beats Music.
Merriam-Webster defines the word inspire as to spur on or motivate, to exert an animating, enlivening, or exulting influence on, to draw forth, or to bring out. As we go through this journey together, we'll learn what people find various forms of inspiration in as we seek to find more things that inspire us.
Wave Beats Music.
Motivating me from A C3. Emboldened, peering into toi, everyday unexpected experiences, being caught in the raw. Life renewed daily with internal compassion, embracing who I am and the love we created. He and I and he, us three, sprinkling the seeds with passion, listening from their internal furnace, shooing away what could never exist, the darkness. In their presence, flooded my life's terrain full of happiness. What was before was before. Remembering not to look back, for Medusa's Sodom filled Gomorrah is like a booby trap which does not fit my decorum. Living in the present, aware my cup overflows, yet none spills because the depth of my dreams, hopes are exposed, holding me armless. Speaking life abundantly because now is the future. The aroma wakes me, it warms me, cooling of their screams, shouts, needs, wants, lulling a living of childhood dreams. There my unstoppable essence exhaled a new vessel awakened, revealing new paths that never existed. Untrotting neuroplasticity, creating history before it was written. Looking on the outside, they would say I am smitten. The cadence, sporadic drumming, sing-song cooing, declared footprints, uncaged development, circulating, creating me in a forced, effortless gasm. Sensations of the earth, air, and non-existent space, elevating me to not know that going far isn't far, it's present. Here is the future now. My expertise is beginner daily, helping me create, motivate, translate. A mother's love coexisted when my babies existed. Inspired beauty, nature persists, savoring every bit of their energy, never becoming full, which enhances my creativity, motivating me from A to Z.
Where I'm From by Whitney Kennedy. I'm from a place where mothers raise sons and daughters, rarely fathers. From a place where it really took a village, one where respecting your elders or doing chores and homework were things children were held accountable for. From a place where big brothers and sisters were babysitters, grandparents and aunties were like substitute teachers intended to be mentors and guidance counselors. I'm from a place where it was human to fail, but only the strongest get up. From a place where hard-working mothers showed their love by providing kids did what their mama said 'cause them whoopings was mean. From a place where church friends were like distant cousins you saw all the time. From a place where memories of everyone gone before me guide me to where I need to be now. a place where every one of those memories knows I could never forget where I'm from.
I'm Ellen, and what inspires me is my family because they're always here for me. Thank you.
21 Millennial Queen by Clymaine Jones. She passes through with strength and grace, cleaning cart rolls, squeaky on hallway floors, always been savage, not the rapper, claimed the new generation, working on minimum wage, feeling like a slave, but free, researching, thinking deep on how to escape the rat race, being the new generation, aka millennial. Some already know what their passions are, some don't. Young, beautiful girl had to drop out. Little kicks in stomach becomes human footsteps. Flipping patties, scrambling eggs, still not enough to cut debt. Back aching like grandma's praying, fighting that demons disappear. Seem to show up again. 21 Millennial Queen, she refuses to be average. The job she once hated, only good enough to put food on the table, keeps tummy full, internally making sure her passion and purpose are truly aligned. Drake's God's plan, but is it? Knowing generations before her set their throne, 21 Millennial Queen.
Lines by Spell's Testimony. My heart is cold, suffering from the heat of being broke, waking up with the mindset of not wanting my kids to suffer like I did. It might not be my time, but I still got something on my wrist which I don't want to waste. So you guys should get up and believe in yourself.
Burst of Joy. This abstract painting consists of several layers of paint and texture, eventually ending with pops of black and white. I am inspired by the complexities of life and how we can still find joy in the midst. Grace. The painting was inspired after loosely painting on paper and wanting to create a woman figure without drawing first. So I only used brush strokes. Many times we begin a journey with there being a drawing or a map for us to follow. God gives us grace to do what He has placed in our hearts to do. Hope. I remember watching a TV show once in which a woman longed for the return of her child. To my surprise, the child was never returned. The mother was asked why she never gave up. Her reply centered around the word hope. Never give up hope regardless of how long the journey to wholeness feels. God wants to heal you. Breathe. Love lost, love gain, love and joy, love and pain. Time fleeting, time aware. Time moving, time beware. Heart full, heart worthy of, heart be still, heart of love. This poem was inspired by feelings of love and how it moves in and out of our lives. Many people are in our lives for only a season, but their impact can be a beautiful flower that continues to blossom.
A Soul Inside, written by Patty J. Landfair. Dedicated to my big sis Cheryl E. Livingston. There's a soul inside of you, listening and absorbing the sights and sounds of the outside world that he or she will be entering soon. There's a soul inside of you that is part of you and the one you love, a part of the special moment in time that you shared together as one. There's a soul inside of you growing and nurturing on your every thought and feeling that your body endures. So keep it pure. There's a soul inside of you that needs to be cherished from the very start, inside its world and outside in your world, that it will face soon. There's a soul inside of you waiting to be born, waiting to meet you too. There's a soul inside of you, a part of him and a part of you, a part of that love you share between you two. It's a symbol of a bond that no one should break or try to take. There's a gift from God inside of you, gathering your patience, creating your strength, and increasing the love for the soul inside of you.
The Working Mother by Mary Brown. You work so hard to provide for your family in this crazy financial economy. Don't worry, precious mother. Keep your faith and live. God will provide. Just stand and be still. Don't worry about a man. God will see you through. The man he prepare will love you for you, so hold on, my daughter. God has you in mind. Continue to give thanks. Everything will be just fine. Be the best mother you can be.
Good evening. I have recorded this video so many times that I am exhausted. I have heard my own story that many times. I just want to say thank you for tuning in each week. Thank you for those that submitted your submissions. Thank you for those who I called and were obedient to the call. Thank you. So as I think about what inspires me and I think about procrastinating to even do what it is that I had asked everybody else to do, I think about what inspires me. And I think it is faith, tenacity, grace, mercy, and determination. And all of those things really wrapped up in one, if you might say, are things that have helped me get through some of life's toughest moments. I can think about the trauma that I have experienced, and I can think about now being triumphant. I can think about being a victim and now being victorious. And not only being victorious, but having a voice and being able to say to other young girls, young boys, this isn't right. This shouldn't happen. I can think about the what ifs in my life. I can think about the past and how it almost attaches itself like a string and holds you back like an anchor. I can think about so many of the things that should have just wiped me away. I remember going to a therapist many years ago, and one of the things the therapist said to me in our first session is, how are you still here? As I began to tell my story and it began to unravel tear after tear after tear, she said, I don't understand how you didn't break before then. Well, when you're taught that you have to be strong regardless, it really doesn't give you that opportunity to find those moments, or maybe I just didn't know how to find those moments that I could say, I don't have to be strong anymore. And so when I think about where I am today, I think about the things that have gone awry. I think about all hell breaking loose in my life and feeling like I am left out in the wilderness as if God forgot me. I think about being angry with God for so many of the situations that have transpired with me. And I remember asking God clearly one day, why did you let these things happen to me? And I can remember him answering, why not you? And so it was from that moment forward, I had to try to figure out how to move forward with being who God wanted me to be. I can remember running from the calling on my life. I can remember saying that if I just go crazy, God will never want to use me. But maybe I hadn't opened the Bible and looked at all of the people that he used: an adulterer, a murderer, a liar, a thief. So when I think about what inspires me, it's all the things that I've been through in my life. When I think about what inspires me, I think about my grandmother. She was a teacher and taught for years. That's my maternal grandmother. I think about her and how she made it through so much, and how she showed strength when there were times that if that had happened to me, I don't think I would have been able to show strength. I think about how much my maternal and paternal grandmothers were alike. I think about the strength that it took my paternal grandmother to call me after years and say, "Hey, can we have a relationship?" The strength that it took to forgive. So when I think about the things that inspire me, I think about so many people that I have seen push past things that have happened. I think about the people that have reached beyond what should have been enough. When I think about what inspires me, it is determination, it is hope, faith, grace, mercy, love, relationships. So many people took me in and loved on me after all of these things had happened to me. They didn't see it unfit to treat me like a misfit. They accepted me for who I was, met me where I was, and helped me and nurtured me in a time where I needed to grow. And there have been some people that I've met along the way that have pushed me, that have almost like put their finger in my back and said, "You've got to get up from here and you've got to go." When my baby was born at 26 weeks and 1 day, and she weighed 1 pound, 5.3 ounces, and I thought, how do I leave the hospital without her? It was almost like somebody put their finger in my back and said, "Dry up your tears. She needs you." Is it all right to cry? Absolutely. But when you find yourself wallowing in sorrow, that's not a place that you need to be. And so when I think about everything that has happened, and I think about who I am today, I am grateful that God didn't see it fit to forget about me. I am grateful that God continues to use me. I am grateful that I can share him with any and everybody today. I am grateful that I'm not ashamed of Jesus Christ. So when I think about what inspires me, I think about my grandmothers. I think about my family. I think about all the things that I've seen people do, and people say, "How did they ever do that?" You have to know God to be able to do a lot of the things that people have done. And so I'm encouraged and inspired, and I'll continue to press on because we still have work to do. So inspire somebody, reach out to somebody, forgive somebody, love somebody, show somebody some grace, some mercy, and be determined to be about God's business.
Hi, my name is Melissa. I am here to discuss with you a book, more like a journal, that was written by Miss Lakeisha Tucker. It's entitled Learning to Thrive Through Tough Transitions. This book was something that I needed whenever I was going through a tough area in my life. And it's a 30-day provision that helps you to learn how to work through different traumatic experiences that we undergo when we are living this thing called life. I mean, the old saying, truly is correct when it says that life is no crystal stair. And so, when I came across this journal, it really helped me to work through and put a lot of things in perspective. It's something that I really felt was so poignant in the time that I needed it to be. And it's written out each day for you to kind of channel your thoughts, channel your problems that you're going through, and ways that you can help to transition yourself out of the traumatic experience that you are encountering. It helps to empower you. So let's take day 3. It starts out every day with a prompt saying, you may be asking yourself, how do I get past this? But first, you must find out where you are. You must get centered and find that quiet place to tap into your own emotions. And when you're not centered, when you feel like things are just happening to you, or you're just floating through life, and you're not able to really dive into your real true emotions as you're going through, this book really helps to kind of give you lots of journal space to be able to work through some of those issues and concerns that you're having. Let's take day 14. One of the prompts says, can you forgive the transition that is hurting you? If not, why? Some of these prompts are things that I've never thought about as I was going through my situation. And that's one of the things that I loved about this journal. But also, each and every day, it gives you a prayer, ways that you can just kind of pray through the turmoil, pray through your emotions, your anger, your frustrations, but pray for hope, pray for healing, pray for wholeness. And then we kind of transition to day 29, where it talks about living. How will you live your best life ever? So I know it's hard sometimes to even think that we would get to that point when we're going through so much, but we are able to kind of transition through in a positive, whole manner, and get to the point where we really have empowered ourselves. And so this book, again, Learning to Thrive Through Tough Transitions by Miss Lakeisha Tucker, I believe it is on Amazon. If you don't have a copy for yourself today, you should definitely order this book. But one of the great things is this book is so awesome to gift to someone. If you know of someone that's going through lots of issues and concerns in their life, and a lot of times we ask ourselves, how can we help? This is it. This is a great book to be able to gift to your loved one, to your family member, to your friend, and know that they are truly in God's hands when they pick up this book.